One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Black Knights ready to kick it away first. And he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Owls offense will go to work first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Florida Atlantic races to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to take a shot. Hauls in the deep ball. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got it again. Breaks the tackle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Owls are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Army Black Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, and they're able to stay ahead of the sticks.
There he goes. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option? Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Howard. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fullback's got it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Give to the fullback. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Black Knights! You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I'll tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. With the catch, it's Holloway. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabs it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the 1st drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Owls. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. Able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Black Knights offense will go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. He can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henry.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll toss it. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They'll go to the fullback. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Still running at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. Quarterback keep. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. That is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Tackled there by the defense. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Pocket breaking down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. At the 35, he's open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The option, the keeper, finding some room. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running inside, it's Bernard. And he's in! Touchdown, Owls! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes...
There's some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. They want to run this quarterback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Keeps it himself. Turning it on. Oh, the quick spin move. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. The Black Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Handoff to the fullback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got a little grass. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the fullback. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Sends it back in motion, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Run it with the fullback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
You know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction, just always changing.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And they're able to get him down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
On first down from their own 22.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Holloway. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Holloway. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 16 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Sun Devils, who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something.
The Owls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Sticks it in his belly. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Back to the ground with the running back. Might have a chance. Bulldozes his way through. Inside the 10. Murray slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. The give to the tailback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a long coming. Keeps it on the option. Got some room, headed to the... And they stop him. Goal line, they'll mark it at 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run the option. The pitch. Crosses the 35. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Black Knights have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Smallwood. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Maybe a crease. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Black Knights are facing 3rd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How about this? These guys are going for two. They'll go to the air. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And the defense drags him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Still running at the 40. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Benson. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. He'll keep it again on the option. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. Had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
He'll field the punt. Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this... Turning it on! Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The run inside. It's Farrell. Ran through the contact. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ford Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To the air on 2nd down. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabs it in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Black Knights want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He wants it all. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack.